Hey guys, what's up? And welcome to my first video on this channel. And this is going to be a channel about zodiac signs. And so, the first video that I'm going to be making is zodiac signs as 13 reasons why characters. And I know I'm pretty late with this because it's already pretty much done, and they're already making the second season now. And I'm so excited, but it comes out in 2018, which I can't wait for. So yeah, and so let's just get right into the video and see how it goes. Okay, so first up is Aries, and Aries, I chose Marcus, and I chose Marcus because he was a leader in student body president, and that shows off leadership, and also he gets angry when he is not given his way, and he didn't get his way when he wanted to get close with Hannah, but Hannah didn't want that. So he got all angry and just left the place that they were at. And all our friends were just like, ooh, and yeah. So Marcus is an Aries. Next after Aries is Taurus. And I give Taurus to Tony because Tony was very patient. Tony was patient with Clay because Clay took forever with the tapes. And he just were very patient at sometimes. Sometimes he was just like, come on, Clay, you have to hurry up and finish these tapes so we can pass it on. And he was also very dependable because, Tony's very dependable because Tony helped Clay a lot with this and helped Hannah, so he was very dependable on that part. Next up after Taurus is Gemini, and I gave Gemini to Tyler. Tyler was the photographer in that school, and I gave Tyler Gemini because he caused trouble with the school and people in the school Zach, Clay, and everyone, Hannah, everyone like that, also Courtney. He also tried to be cool. He tried to fit in with the jocks, and yeah, he was just this little nerdy kid. And he just came up as desperate to want to be popular, and he was not popular. And they were just no, get away from us. You're not popular. Go away. Now, let's go on to the next one. Next up is my favorite, Cancer. And for Cancer, I picked Clay Jensen. Clay Jensen is definitely a Cancer because he's very loving with Hannah, and he loved her and loves her. He had trouble expressing his emotions, and Cancers and water signs have a lot of trouble expressing their emotions. And Clay did that with his mom, his dad, and his friends and stuff, and he couldn't get through listening to the tapes because it would just make him upset just hearing Hannah's voice because he loved her so much. And that's Clay because he's very emotional. Next after Cancer is Leo, which is Bryce Walker. And Bryce is very generous because he offered his house to Justin. He helped him out the whole year when he was poor and he couldn't afford basketball shoes and stuff like that. He thinks he's very untouchable, so him and Hannah, him and Jess, yeah. He also is very hot-tempered, and that's a very fiery sign, with the Aries, and they're very fiery signs, and they get hot-tempered really easily, and yeah, that's basically Bryce. He is hot-tempered with Hannah, Jess, everyone, so yeah. Next up is Virgo, and I don't like this character either, but it is Courtney. And Courtney is a Virgo, perfect Virgo, because she is a perfectionist, the way she dresses, the way she wants people to see her, stuff like that. She's also not good at being herself, yeah. She's not good at being herself because she wants people to think that she's some sort of person that she's not. She doesn't want the truth to come out. About that picture about her and Hannah, she didn't want to know she didn't want people knowing that she was gay. And yeah, that's Courtney. Next up is Libra, and this character is okay. His name is Zach. And Zach is very charming. He's also very flirtatious with like Hannah, and also he did his own thing when Hannah needed his help or anybody's help. Like, she didn't reach out to anybody, and he knew that he messed up, so he just like kept quiet and kept to himself. And Hannah was all like upset and needed someone's help, and he just went to himself, thought about himself instead of Hannah, and like, yeah. That's Zach. Next up is Scorpio, and I gave Scorpio to Justin because Justin was very loyal in like a good and a bad way, because he was loyal to like his girlfriend, which was Jessica, and he was in the bad loyal because he just like kept with Bryce, and Bryce was the bad character in like this situation. He was also very emotional, as like water signs could be. So when Jess wanted to be alone, he started crying and was very upset and very emotional, and yeah. So that's Justin. I love him, to be honest. Now we have Sagittarius, and I give Sagittarius to Sherry. She's a Sagittarius because she wants things to go her way. Like, when she knocked over the stop sign with her car, Hannah wanted to call the police, and Sherry was just like, no, I'm not doing that, because she wanted it to her way. She was scared that she would get in trouble, and yeah, she wants her way, and she's always doing what's next. Like, she's a cheerleader, she's in all these school like clubs and stuff, so she's always doing like what's next and stuff. Like, she cheerleading, stuff like that. Yeah, good job, Sherry. Also bad job, Sherry. Next up, the Sagittarius is Capricorn. I gave Capricorn to Ryan, and Ryan was the like not autographer, but he was the one who was making poetry and stuff. No, he was a poet. There we go. And he was like very real. Like, he took Hannah's stuff when he trusted her, so he backstabbed Hannah, basically. And so yeah, he took her diary and ripped out the page and just posted it on the poems, and he thought that was really good, but then Hannah was just like, oh no, this is so bad, and yeah, another way to lead to her death. Next up, the moment of truth, Aquarius, which I gave to Hannah Baker. And Hannah, she cared about what others thought of her, and she also wanted to be heard. So Hannah, she needed somebody to be with her, and she couldn't like talk to anybody. She tried talking to the guidance counselor, but he wasn't really listening to like what she had to say, and yeah, and so she wasn't heard, and she wanted to be heard, and she wanted to like have a reason, and that's Hannah. Last but not least, we have Pisces, which I love this character so much. His name is Alex. And Alex, he is a Pisces because he can't control his emotions. Like, he bottles it all up until he just like explodes with all these anger and emotions, and basically it's just a roller coaster because he's always like happy, sad, and just like depressed, and he's always just like happy, sad, depressed, and all of that stuff. And so that's Alex. He's a Pisces, and yeah. And that concludes my first YouTube video on this channel. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did filming it, and there'll be much more to come, I promise. I'm gonna try and film like once every Saturday, and post like once every Sunday. So this is gonna go up tomorrow. And so, yeah. And that's it, basically. And I hope you loved it. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And also subscribe. Please, I want to, my goal for up to 2018, by the time 13 Reasons Why comes out, I want to have 100 subscribers. Not going to happen probably because on my other channel I have not even 100. I've been on there for almost a year. So, yeah, please give it a thumbs up, share, like, comment, possibly, and yeah. And I know I left a few out because I don't really know what kind of signs they should be, and I'll try to figure out, and I'll put it in like a separate video, and yeah, and I'll upload that once I figure out which signs it would be, like Jessica, Mr. Porter, and people like that, like I missed, and yeah. So also Jeff, I love Jeff Adkins, rest in peace. And yeah, so have a beautiful night or day or whatever time it is. Hope you have a great whatever. Bye.